huge night. Put your fingers in the air, people, and wave them around like you just don't care. Windy is here for the Windy Watch. Windy, let's start in L.A. We opened the show with LeBron James at the age of 40 with one of the great dunks of the NBA season so far. So as we continue to enjoy that, I ask you, what is the plan for the Lakers, who are clearly struggling?
Beautiful offensive basketball, terrible defensive basketball from LeBron and the rest of the Lakers last night. That's been the story of their season. Even after making that trade for Dorian Finney-Smith, the last 5 games, they ranked 27th. Look, they're in 6th place in the West. That's pretty good. They're on pace to win 45 games. That's pretty much where we expected them to be in the play, and I don't see anything changing short term.
Let's talk about Zion Williamson. He returned after missing 27 games. He actually had a breakaway 360 dunk last night, but the Pelicans lost again. They're the worst team in the NBA. Could we see Zion on the trade block?
There's no sense of that. I think the Pelicans would listen to a great offer, but there's no reason to make a great offer. The guy can't stay on the court. And frankly, that's what the Pelicans want. They want him on the court. Greeny, when he's been on the court the last couple of years, they've been pretty good. They were a playoff team last year when he played. This year, him getting injured basically signaled the end of their season. It's all about trying to keep Zion healthy and build momentum for next year.
And then finally, staying out west, the Suns continue to spiral. They lost to the Hornets. Could Bradley Beal be on the move?
Sounds like no. His agent, Mark Bartelstein, told me there's been no discussions either with the Suns or any other team about Bradley Beal waiving his no-trade clause. The reason that's become an issue over the last couple of days, the Heat said they were going to trade Jimmy Butler. The Suns are known to be interested. The only way to get him is to move Bradley Beal, which would take Beal's cooperation. Right now, that is not even a consideration, according to Mark Bartelstein. He's just focused on helping the Suns turn things around.
Okay, you're talking about trades. You mentioned the Jimmy Butler thing. That clearly is what everyone around the league and all the fans have been talking about. What is the latest on Butler and the Heat and the trade request?
I've spent all week on the phone on this, Greeny, and from my discussions, I don't think the Heat have any traction. I don't think there's any deal that they like. I don't think there's many teams that are offering them anything that they consider any actionable thing. I think the Heat are preparing for a future with Jimmy Butler back on the roster. We'll see if that can get worked out, because obviously he's in the midst of a 7-game suspension.
All right, and then finally, I want to make sure everyone is aware of the historic nature of the game that we have on ESPN tonight. It's OKC and Cleveland. These teams are unprecedentedly hot as they meet up. The Thunder have won 15 straight. The Cavs have won 10 straight. It's the first matchup between two teams riding 10-game winning streaks in NBA history. They have been the best teams in their respective conferences all year long, and they go head-to-head tonight on ESPN. Size up the matchup for us, Windy.
Yeah, number 1 defense in the league in the Thunder. They absolutely terrorize people on that end of the court. Number 1 offense in the league in the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've been undefendable recently. Greeny, this whole 10-game win streak, every game has been by at least 10 points. That's never happened in NBA history. So we have 2 teams at the top of their game. By the way, both teams have had 2 days off. This is a situation where everybody's strong and rested, playing great basketball. This is rare, and crazily, neither one of these teams are title favorites. The Celtics still hold that, but my gosh, the Thunder are coming off a very impressive win over them on Sunday.
About as good a regular season night as you could hope for, and we're looking forward to seeing it. Windman, always a pleasure. We'll be checking in with you again soon and regularly. Again, tonight, that's our game, 7 o'clock, Thunder and Cavs. Then we've got Giannis and the Bucks taking on Wembanyama and the Spurs. NBA Countdown tips off your night.
NBA,